So it rained last night, most of the night, and it's still like, I wouldn't doubt if it rains again. So starting the day with the rain jacket. Plan is to still go into Bennington, not Bennington. I was looking at the map and there's a Stop and Shop, like right off trail in Massachusetts, which is only 15 miles away, which is crazy. But I kind of just want to go in. I kind of just want to go into town and get some coffee, like a hot coffee after kind of the cold night and the rain. It is a cold, wet morning. And do a little resupply there. So I'll see if I can hitch in, use some of the hitchhiking tips that other people gave me the other day, and then hitch back and try and get close to, if not over, the Massachusetts line by the end of the day. So that is what's on the agenda. So this is like a completely random memory, but one that just kind of popped in my head and it's still incredibly vivid to me. Definitely probably the lowest point of the whole trail out of the 100-mile wilderness. Feet are destroyed, blisters, tons of pain. I was pretty much telling myself, like, I don't even need to do the whole trail. Like, what if I just did Maine and New Hampshire and then I was done? And in the time that was a little comforting, just giving myself that boundary, because it just seemed like so insane at that point with the way that I was feeling to do the whole thing. But after that day or so, like, I completely forgot about that, like, little goal I set for myself. But yeah, I don't know why I was thinking about that today. Maybe because I'm getting close to Massachusetts. But at the time I was like, what if I can't do this? What if I can't go that far? And what if I just do Maine and New Hampshire? And now I'm already in Mass, and I haven't had any of those thoughts since then. But yeah, that just kind of popped in my head, and I'm like, I need to record this so I don't forget that memory that I had way back then. And it's just so funny how I was feeling then and how much better I'm feeling now. Looks like I got a bridge right over to the trailhead. It's only like 1.5 miles to the trailhead from the campsite this morning, so nice white blaze. Oh, and this is a nice sturdy bridge. I like these ones. Update. Either I'm bad at hitchhiking or it's just hard to do in Vermont. My plan to hitchhike into Bennington has failed. I was out there for 25 minutes, half an hour. And there's like a distinct trailhead. Stood way in front of it, gave people plenty of room to pull off. Was facing traffic. Looking right at them, giving them a big smile. Just didn't work. So there was trail magic though at the trailhead, so I got hot coffee, which was like 75% of why I wanted to go into town. Anyway, I mean, I kind of wanted Dunkin' Donuts, but this was close enough. And now it's like a steep uphill right after that trailhead. So I pretty much as I was feeling dejected on the side of the road, just looked at the map, and I'm like under 20 miles from North Adams, and there's another town like right over the border, and there's a Stop and Shop there, so I can easily get there in a day. I have plenty of food for that. And I'll just do whatever I was gonna do in Bennington there. So that is the new plan. I don't really feel that bad about it because I got hot coffee, applesauce, two bags of chips, and candy from the Trail Magic people. Oh, and they took my trash and gave me more hand sanitizer. So awesome, Trail Magic. And yeah, now I'm definitely gonna cross the state border today and finish the long trail too, the section along the long trail. So, man, but this section here is very steep. I don't know how I'm like doing this while talking. It's like straight up, all these rocks, stairs. So, alright, I'll pick it up a little bit later. So, I don't know if this is like the actual mountaintop, but I think most of the elevation's done. That was pretty steep. The section from the trailhead that takes you into Bennington going south, pretty steep. Definitely sweating for a little bit. I was like, this feels pretty good. I'm like, I think using some muscles I haven't used in a while because it was steep. But maybe after 15 minutes I was like, no, this is just hard. Yeah, it's just super foggy and muggy today, so hopefully that lifts because I'm already sweating through all my clothes again. That's just not a good feeling, so we will see. So today has definitely been like the muddiest day on trail so far. I know Vermont is known for mud, but I just don't think it's been wet enough for it for me up until this point. But since it rained all last night, definitely a lot of mud out here. Awesome, made it to Long Trail. And all the way to the border. So we got Massachusetts going into Mass. In Massachusetts. So, yeah, I made it to the summit. I've been hiking with this one guy from Melbourne, Australia, whose name's Not Yet, that's his trail name. Yeah, we kind of hiked to the border for a little bit, or met up at the border, took some pictures. But yeah, another state off the list, so Vermont went by quick, but I really liked Vermont. I think I specifically liked the section where it heads east towards New Hampshire and the Rutland Killington Day. The section east of New Hampshire, I think I really like that because it goes through a lot of like the Vermont farmlands and the fields. There's that one day with the farm stand. There's camping in some of the fields. Yeah, Vermont was just so different and so nice, and A lot of the towns are easy to get into, even though I failed hitch today. So yeah, I really did like my time in Vermont. Now into Massachusetts. I decided to call on one of the trail angels. So this is someone named Renee. It was just in my app Far Out that they'll let you stay at their house, but I mean not in their house, but put a tent up in their yard. So I just texted Renee, "Can I tent in your yard?" She said yeah. So I think they're very close to the trailhead, so I'm half-mile from the trailhead right now. So I will be getting in close to 6 p.m. and I will talk to Renee or whoever's at the house and just go over, how this works. And then, sorry, had to switch. My arm is getting tired. And then there's a Stop and Shop that is open till midnight in this town. I think it's Williamsburg. I'll correct myself, but yeah, I'll go into Stop and Shop and actually get my dinner, because if you don't have to eat ramen and instant mashed potatoes, just don't. There's no reason for it. They've been relegated to the very bottom of my food bag, and there'll come a day where I'll probably eat it, but it's not today. So I'm gonna actually have some real food from the food store, and then camp in Renee's yard, which I just love. I love that, just the informal support network on the trail. So I'm trying to do more of that, like staying at the VFW, staying at this Trail Angel's house, and yeah, I like that aspect of it as much as I'd love a motel room to myself. This just seems cool, so I am gonna do that and get off this mountain, hopefully within the next half hour. I love how the AT just goes through all these towns, and even up and over this bridge. It's one of my favorite aspects of the trail so far. It's just how it weaves through all these sections of town. I'm at the Stop and Shop in I still don't know the name of this town, Williamsburg. It's right by North Adams. And yeah, the lady who's a trail angel, Renee, offered to bring me to Stop and Shop, so she is gonna do that. And she wanted to also make us dinner, so she's gonna make us some burgers and hot dogs and stuff. So yeah, just some people are just so unbelievably nice. I don't know, it really means a lot that they're letting you stay there for free and charge your stuff and use the bathroom and all this stuff and rides and then make you food. It's a special part of the trail for sure. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the night with her and the few people who are tenting there, and maybe I'll take some pictures of the backyard setup and the good food.